What's up, everybody? I'm Anime Dude, and I must apologize for ending the the episode literally 2 minutes before I finished it, but that's fine. It's okay. Let's finish it off, and then don't worry. This part will not be two minutes long. Well, let's go. What is this? My ears were ringing as if large metal forceps were digging into my brain from my ears. I felt like my central nervous system was being broken down at an atomic level from all four sides. I had both visual and auditory hallucinations. All five senses seemed to refuse to process the arbitrary pieces of information that were flooding into my brain. It wasn't just my senses filled my heart as if they were running through me. What exactly was this? Right. Observation, analysis. I could use those things to identify. I felt incredibly nauseous. It was like I was drunk. Even my sense of gravity felt strange. My whole world was shaking left to right, up and down, back and forth. The mosaic of the world which had fallen apart was then put together by the hand of some invisible artist. A new impression of the world was forming in my brain.
そうだ。未来を思い出したのよ。私、最悪の気分かも。
Wow. It was nowhere near this bad with Hokabe. Slowly the world returned to normal. As my field of view became clear, the auditory hallucinations and strange sensations faded away, and it felt as if I was waking up from a dream. Whoa! Boom! It finished. Then I realized that I was crouched on the floor of the lab. From the window, the evening lights seeped in.
やっぱり実験はするものだわ。こんなに気分が悪いなんて。
There were definitely some things I could improve in the future. Even if I rode a roller coaster non-stop for 10 hours, I wouldn't feel this bad. This is also valuable data. What was the cause? My brain was confused by insertion of new memories. Perhaps this was caused by making the body feel illusions? At the very least, it wasn't a physiological phenomenon.
岡部も言ってくれればいいのに。
Maybe he didn't feel it. Maybe he didn't feel the same thing. But even so, I still felt bad. Given this level of discomfort, it would be reckless to make someone who was weak to go through this. They would inevitably be exhausted. He did feel bad the first time, but it definitely wasn't like he said the worst pain he's ever felt.
もしかして岡部がああなった理由の一つかしら。かなりの負荷がかかると見て良さそう。岡部、ごめん。
Ignoring the pain in my stomach, I checked the time on my phone, which I had held in my hand. The 13th of August, 5:24 p.m. The time leap machine had been successful. While it had been successful, I had been suffering here for about 10 minutes. I wonder what happened when Okabe time leaped. From the outside, it didn't seem to affect him as bad. Or perhaps he became used to it, I wonder. There are possibly individual differences, or gender differences, which affected the severity,
そもそも
perhaps.
岡部にはリーディングシュタイナーがあるものね。
I staggered and stood up. I needed to get to the overpass by the UPX that Faris mentioned. According to what she had said, Okabe should be there. There were only about 2 hours before Mayuri would die. If we thought it would happen around 7 p.m., there was only about an hour and a half left. I needed to do something to fix Okabe and send him back to the past again.
これしかないと分かってはいるけど、岡部をあんな目に遭わせなきゃいけないのね。タイムリープって。岡部、本当にごめん。次は快適にできるよう改良するから。
Oh, always thinking about Okabe. So that I didn't unnecessarily worry Okabe, I would have to make sure not to tell him that I had time leaped. That was the rule this time. Well, let's go. Okabe, wait for me. side effects of the time leap machine were greater than I had imagined. Normally I'd be able to get here quickly, but I never thought it would feel like an eternity. I desperately tried to move my legs and breathe deeper to give myself air. Somehow I managed to arrive at the overpass by the UPX building. In the distance was Okabe, who was sitting down in the middle of the overpass by the UPX. Even at this stage, he looked like a train wreck. In my subjective sense of time, just 20 hours ago, this was something I couldn't ever imagine seeing. The figure of Okabe, who was completely depressed. Just looking at him like this made me well up with tears. But I mustn't. There was no sense in me crying now. I didn't time leap into the past just so that I would cry. I should reach out to him. That's what I had to do. Something only I could do.
あんたは一体何度恐ろしい未来の記憶を思い出してきたの？何度マユリが殺されてしまう残酷な光景を見つめてきたの？楽しげな喧騒があふれるこの街の真ん中でたった一人で孤独に戦い続けて、そんな姿になって誰にも頼れずに心も魂も擦り切れて嘆きと絶望で壊れかけている。ごめんね。いつもあんたのことを目で追ってたのに気づけなくてごめん。一人で戦わせちゃってごめんねえ岡部。私はそんなあんたの姿見たくないよ。また私のことを変なあだ名で呼んでほしい。ジョシュってクリスティーナってザ・ゾンビってセレセブってムカつくけどいつかちゃんと名前を呼んでほしいけど、でもやっぱり私をそう呼ぶ方が岡部らしいよ。そんなあんたに戻ってほしいよ。ねえ岡部、私は今のボロボロになったあんたに道を示せるかな？手助けになれるかな？あんたを助けたい。
You can do it, Kuris.
マユリや橋田を助けたいっていう気持ちはもちろんあるけど、
If anyone can do it, it's you.
何よりも岡部、あんたを助けたいの。この思いを私は自分に対してだけはごまかしたくない。
Aww.
そのために自分の心情も曲げた。10年以上も嫌われてると思ってたパパとの和解もなかったことにした。だから岡部、次は私を頼ってほしい。あんたの仲間である私を、あんたの助手である私を。そうしたら私は絶対にあんたに道を。
That's right. I took a deep breath. My chest tightened, holding on to this feeling. I stood in front of Okabe. Please, please, don't let my voice tremble.
そこの地べたに座ってるドキュン男。
It's this part. I remember this. Oh, this is like, oh, it's bringing back memories. I called out to him and Okabe slowly raised his face. He looked at me with this blank stare. Vermilion Suitor. Vermilion Suitor. Hey guys, I wasn't just recording for like 10 minutes without knowing that I wasn't recording. What's up? When we left off, we not. What do you mean? What do you mean when we left off? I didn't leave off. We're just playing this now. Come on. Yeah, I didn't. There wasn't a break in between. There wasn't a break in between the last second you just saw where I just ended where I just ended Vermilion Suitor, and then I'm now here, of course. Come on. ghosting rendezvous. Yep. Just waking up. This is my first time seeing this, guys. I never saw it before. It wasn't just a dream. The other people you could be was Tanoji, and the last person was Fuddies. But I was like, oh my god. I was like, let's start top to bottom. And then I was like, oh, I could be Fuddies. But I was like, I want to be Amane. So now we're Suzuha. Yay! I was still half asleep, but I was sure of it. Last night was fun for the most part. I didn't find my dad at the offline meet last night, but at the very least, it's so cool how, like, as I said earlier that you guys didn't hear me because I wasn't recording because I'm really smart and a genius, you can, it's cool how you can kind of see, like, where you are, like, in the Steins Gate, like, timeline, even though, like, the timeline is so convoluted, and it's been so long, you feel like you've, like, I don't know, you feel like you've seen everything, but there's like so much more to be seen within each person's like just day-to-day life. Like, obviously they weren't spending every waking moment with Okabe, and like just random stuff could be happening. And I know this isn't canon, but still, it's just interesting to see like what these individuals could go through, you know? Like, just when they're away from Okabe. Okabe Rintaro and the others had said that I was one of them, but then a storm came and it rained heavily. While it had been a fun evening, I had felt something bad was going to happen, so I had snuck out early. The time machine that I left out on Radio Kaikon was broken, because I had done something unnecessary. Because I decided to stop in the year 2010 to find my dad. The time machine was now broken, and now I couldn't go into the past again. I failed. It's not your fault. Come on. And you know you needed to go to this. Come on. We needed Okabe to save the world. I really failed. I really, really failed. That was the only way I could think about it. I didn't know how to fix the time machine. I only knew how to use it. So when they appeared on my way home, I was so shocked that I thought I was hallucinating. Perhaps I was already sleeping and just dreaming. That's what I thought at the time. When I opened my eyes, everything would probably just disappear anyway. That's what I had thought, or hoped for, at least, so that they wouldn't appear before me again. Or so I had thought, or so I had hoped. So that's what had happened. It was morning, and I was inside the tent that I had arbitrarily set up in the corner of the North Circle Park, not Central. We're not in New York. I was still waking up, and as I poked my head out of the tent... Do not. Suzuha? From World War III? Don't talk to me like that. Suzuha saying, Goshujin-sama? That's not too bad. I can get used to that. But they were still in front of me. They were the other Suzuhas. Because there were not one, but two other Suzuhas. Okay. What do you mean? Not one, but two. One Suzuha would be crazy. Obviously. Two's crazy, yeah. But, I mean, that doesn't take away from the fact that one is also pretty crazy. The other me was wearing a military uniform. She looked crisp and was crisp like a chip, and was probably very serious. She was probably a real soldier. I could tell just from the way she moved. The other me on the left was wearing a maid costume. She looked lazy and was probably not a very hard worker. She was probably just a normal person. I could tell by her gestures. What's this reality where Suzuha could just be a maid? Why don't we just time leap to that one? Since obviously it exists where there can be a laid-back Suzuha, so why don't we just, go there? That sounds like a plan to me. I don't know about you guys. On the way home yesterday, after I had realized the time machine had broken, these two suddenly just appeared by my side. That's like the military one's the devil and the maid one's the the angel, or the other way around. I guess you could argue that too. I have no idea why. Anyway, before I knew it, they were there, and now, they were still there. Probably, as long as I wasn't hallucinating, that is. I really hope. Actually, I don't know what I hope. Whether I am hallucinating or not.
どうしたの? 体調悪い?
No. Don't call me that. Don't call me Taicho.
そういうわけじゃないんだけど。
Taicho, good. Taicho, thank you so much for that sub. I really appreciate that. That's what that sound was, by the way, if you wondered. I have no idea how to turn it off, so if that ever happens, we'll just hear it.
ならいいんだけど、昨日かなり雨に濡れてたから風邪ひいた?
When will anime learn that the rain doesn't just give you a cold instantly?
大丈夫だと思う。サンキュー。
Wait. Ooh, look at our military-like phone. I am acting like this is the first time I've ever seen this. This is the first time we got a message from Sheena Mayuri. Oh, I love this. Good morning. I love this. I've been watching Zero. I watched like the first 3 episodes of Zero, and it was just nice to see little Mayuri again. Good morning, Suzu-san. Yesterday sure was fun. Let's talk again sometime. Oh, also, please let me touch your abs again. All right, Mayuri, how about we just not talk for a little while, huh? How about that one? It was kind of weird to talk to someone who looked exactly like you.
まだ目が覚めてないならさ、顔を洗ってきたら? 大丈夫。目は覚めてる。
My head was spinning. I couldn't grasp what the hell was going on. Something hit my nose too. I could tell that the military me had made some miso soup from the smell.
ところで、ご飯ってこれだけなの? ご飯にスープ。十分だと思うけど。
Now, what more do you need?
何言ってるのこの人。十分なわけないじゃん。
What do you mean, what's this person saying? That's you. That's another you. My head still spun. I could sense that I shouldn't jump into this conversation.
スズハ、君も彼女と同じ意見?
Why are you so disturbed by this if these other Suzahas apparently are, feeling nice and easy about that? You know, feeling nice and easy about this. The military me called me Suzaha. I went to ask her who she was, but decided that it's best to save questions for later.
私は十分ごちそうだと思うよ。どこが? 二人とも信じられないんだけど。
信じられない。
不満なら食べなくていい。
Ooh, Mama Suzaha kicking in.
少ないって文句言ったら食べさせないとか意味わかんないんだけど。贅沢だね、君は。私は文句ないから食べさせてもらっていいかな。もちろんいいよ。
Munch on that real quick.
Thank you.
Thank you. The military me passed me a bowl of miso soup. It was quite hot. I tried taking a sip.
おいしい。
Oh shit. I could taste it with just a sip. While it was basic, the broth was quite exquisite. While Okabe Rintaro and the others had sometimes taken me out to Kitchen Jiro, this miso soup was probably better than what they served.
君の口に合ってよかった。多分、私の好みでいいとは思ってたんだけど、こればっかりは自分でやってみないとね。
Wow.
好み、同じなのかな?
While our faces were the same, it didn't necessarily mean that our tastes were too. Yeah, because that's substantial, right? Circumstantial, not substantial. I guess it is somewhat substantial. It may be. You could consider that. You could argue that point. I meant circumstantial, though. I could just say words and be like, hey, you can do that, I guess. You could say that. May be completely wrong, but you can say that. Because what we had eaten when we each grew up, was probably different too. But it seemed that for the 3 of us, apparently our tastes were not that different.
まあ、味は確かに美味しいかな?
Even the maid me, who was saying it in a roundabout way, was nodding in agreement.
文句があるなら食べなくていいって言ってるんだけど。
Ooh.
だから文句言ってないじゃん。
The miso soup was indeed real, and the fact that we were eating it meant, at the very least, these two were probably not illusions. But there was a small chance that I was hallucinating the miso soup as well. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, why does that mean it's, like, real? Just because you can taste it. I mean, you can obviously see them and touch them, right? Doesn't mean they're real. Like, I don't know. Your mind is capable of many, many things, you know? I guess for now, I'll assume that these two are real. On top of that, there was something that we needed to do to clean up this annoying situation a
あ
little.
のさ、その二人のことはなんて呼んだらいいのかな。私の名前聞いてるの？天音鈴葉だよ。鈴葉でいい。
I know that. It seemed that the maid me didn't quite understand why I was asking the question. I was asking based on assumptions that all three of us were called Suzuha.
私も天音鈴葉。そして君もね。それだとお互い。
That was weird. Okay. Problem solved. I can totally say this in Japanese.
それだとお互い誰に話しかけたかわかんないじゃん。
There we go.
言われてみればそうだ。いや、
Yeah.
結構自明だと思うけど。自明って何？
Wow. This Suzuha is not smart.
言われなくてもわかるだろうって意味。私はわかんなかったよ。そうだね。二人はさ、なんかいいアイデアない？この状況を整理するためのアイデア。
We could each call each other 1, 2, and 3.
私は君が鈴葉と呼ばれるべきだと思う。
Why is that?
私が？なんで？この世界線の本来の天音鈴葉は君だろうから。
Okay. Glad you guys just have assumed that. Okay.
な
Good.
るほど。シンプル。
While I wasn't really sure if I was the original Amane Suzuha from this world line, actually it was impossible to prove that I was. I mean, we all time traveled to get here. For the time being, I had memories that continued from yesterday, so I guess I was the most likely candidate. To test this theory, I brought out the divergence meter that had been in the tent. Worldline's divergence number was 0.337337. Okay. I wonder if the number had been the same yesterday. I had a feeling that they weren't the same number, but I wasn't completely sure. I mean, only Okabe can know. It doesn't really help. I was told that I should take this with me. For no good reason. Like, literally one person in the world can use it. But the problem was that the only one who could recognize the changes in the numbers was its creator, Okabe Rintaro.
じゃあ、
Oh, yeah,
私
to
は
give it
鈴
to
葉じゃないってこと？私鈴葉なのに、なんでどうして？
Because I'm the Suzuha, okay? So, get out of here. While I was looking at the meter, the other Suzuhas continued
私
talking.
も君も、ここではストレンジャーだから。
I guess stranger dakara. True.
でも私は私だもん。鈴葉は鈴葉だよ。
Yeah, I guess I mean, that's true, but...
君がどこかの世界線の天音鈴葉であることは疑ってない。この場で互いをどう呼称するかの話をしてるんだけど。
I'm trying to make this so difficult, Maid Suzuha.
呼称って？
Where have you been?
名前をつけて呼ぶこと。よくわかんないんだけど、仲間を呼んだから、鈴葉が鈴葉1、鈴葉2、鈴葉3になったってこと？
I don't like how I apparently had the same idea as this. It was a joke idea, by the way, but I don't like how it was the same idea as this. Apparently, how do I put this? How do I say this nicely? Intellectually inept Maid Suzaha. That's how she is. How is she so not smart?
私には君の例えがさっぱりわからないよ。私には君の話の方がさっぱりだよ。
How? We are all named Suzaha. We need some way to refer to each other that we aren't just saying Suzaha.
まあまあ。鈴葉、この世界線での世界線変動率を知りたい。
Just look at it. Since you asked me, I showed the military me the meter.
はあ、何これ？世界線変動率を示したメーター。
It looks like the maid me has never seen this before. Seen military me had though.
0% 台か。私がいた世界線はどうだったかな？
Only if we somehow had some way of figuring this out.
数値が変動しても私たちには認識できない。そう教わらなかった？
I don't know why on your screen she's keeping her mouth open. She's not doing that on my screen.
では、仮にこの世界線をアルファ世界線と名付けよう。つまり、君がアルファ世界線の天音鈴葉。
The military me pointed his
以
finger
降
at me.、
便宜的に私はベータ、そっちの彼女をガンマと識別する。
That's gonna be way too difficult for her.
便宜的って？
Oh man, what is wrong with you?
とりあえずってこと。この子がアルフ
Does it
ァ
mean
で、君がベータで、私がガンマ？なんかさ、私が一番最後っておかしくない？単なるコードネームだよ。順序に意味はないから。意味がないなら変えてもいいよね。いいけど。だったら私は鈴葉ってことで。何にもなしの鈴葉。
Sure.
それは許可できない。
Why not? Just let it go, Beta. Just let her have it.
なんで？天音鈴葉は彼女の故障だから。
In other words, she meant it.
それがわかんないし、私は鈴葉がいいの。
At the current rate, they'll never be on the same wavelength. Why don't we just not talk to each other then? Since it's such an ordeal, let's just not talk. Let's just not say our names. Hey you over there, Suzaha, and they both turn their heads. I decided it would be best to compromise.
だったら、私がアルファってことでいいよ。私がアルファ。軍服姿の君がベータ。そんで、メイドの君が鈴葉。それでお互い、誰のことを呼んでるかはわかるじゃん。いや、君が天音鈴葉じゃないとダメだよ。でも私は鈴葉がいいの。
You cannot be. I am Amane Suzaha in this world line. Why are you giving it such a hard time?
だから私
I
は
mean, I love
ア
you,
ルファでいい
Suzaha,
って。
but
それはダメだ。
what do you mean? Didn't you just say I was? It seemed that this is non-negotiable for military me. Thanks to that, we continued to look at each other and thought about the
ガン
situation.
マが嫌なら、オメガでどう？オメガ？アルファが最初の文字で、オメガは最後の文字。オメガ。響きはちょっとかっこいいけど、やっぱり鈴葉がいい。
This conversation went on for 10 years. And that's why she said, I'm a failure, I failed, or whatever she said. Man, that was so, oh man. Oh, that just brought me back to how, like, heart-wrenching the first Steins Gate. Oh man, that was a crazy visual novel. That was so good. I don't know if I'll ever play it again, but boy, would I love to. Man, if I ever had the time. And so the other Suzahas continued talking in circles. Honestly, I had stopped caring. I've had enough of referring to Suzaha over there and the other Suzaha over here. But Beta insisted on referring to her as Omega, and she insisted on calling herself Suzaha. However, it seemed that maid me was just being selfish, while military me seemed more like the adult. Yeah, that's what it seems like 100%.
君がアルファ。
Looking at me, Beta said this.
私がベータ。
And then Beta Suzaha turned to face Maid
そ
Me.
して君が鈴葉。ただし、私は君のことはオメガだと考える。それでいい？異議なーし。
意味
がよくわかんないけど、それでいいよ。
Finally, our long discussion was over. We had such a hard time just designating names. Talking to yourself was pretty tiring. I know it doesn't sound too hard, but boy, was it rough. Trust me. Oh man, Suzaha, do I have some expertise in that situation? I mean, like I'd ever talk to myself. Even though they both looked like me, they were surprisingly different on the inside. I guess just finding that out had made our morning meaningful. What was fortunate was that it seemed that other people couldn't see the other Suzahas. Thanks to that, even though they came with me to my part-time job, the boss didn't notice at all. So we are just hallucinating? They are the devil and angel on my shoulders. They're just really annoying devil and angels that take a really long time to figure out their own names. I was also happy because it meant I had someone to talk to when there weren't any customers.
このお店、何のお店なの？
And maybe they can do the job. Maybe they can do our job for us. The reason why I cut off mid-sentence there because I just had a pop. I just had if I could just speak. Sorry for making that noise. It's late. It's late, guys. I'm sorry. I'm really trying to crank out these, record these videos so I can upload them to the channel so you guys don't miss me while I'm gone. What I'm trying to say is, what the words that are trying to get out of my mouth are, I just had the idea pop into my head. Man, I am so, man, my brain is fried. I don't know why, guys. I'm so I don't even feel that tired. I'm just thinking on such a low level right now. Yeah, what it just popped into my mind. I was like, wait. I was like, oh, you know how I said, oh, maybe they can help us. But then I was like, wait, maybe they can't touch brooms and stuff. But then I was like, wait, if they can't touch real objects, then that soup wasn't real. They didn't really make that soup, and I'm eating fake soup. And what if we just keep eating? What if we only eat the food that we make, and then that kills us? And Suzaha dies. And that's how this one ends. How crazy would that be? Sorry it took so long to get there. But that's where my mind went. However, the Maid Me, who I had also decided to call Omega internally, walked around restlessly, and it ended up making me restless too.
ここで売ってるのは旧型のテレビだね。
Very old, yes. Meanwhile, military me stood there while looking around.
テレビ？これテレビなんだ。この時代のテレビってこんなに分厚いものだったんだね。ここはこの時代にしても古いものを売ってるんじゃないかな。
They are.
なんで？解雇主義とかレトロってやつでしょ。鈴葉が着てるジャージのように。私はジャージなんて着てないよ。アルファの鈴葉の話だ。
Oh, sorry guys. 1 second. Got a message. I'm gonna look at this real quick. I know you guys are talking to me, but Luca's outside the store, who are you talking to? Hello. I'm texting you for the first time. This is Urushibara Luca from yesterday. It made me really happy to know that you like my cooking. Thank you very much. Like cooking? I wish I didn't do these things. Oh, thank you for the text. The curry you made was amazing. It was so good that it was now in the top 3 of my most favorite meals. Between you and me, it was even more delicious than my mom's cooking. To think that you can eat something so delicious every day in this age, I probably couldn't resist and I just get fat. Gluttony. That looked like gluttony. Sorry, guys. Gluttony is the enemy. Now, probably with your dad's jeans. You know, I wanted to... Not wearing his clothing, but, you know, whatever.
そっちの鈴葉の話ね。
I hate when I have bad jokes like that. Indeed, this was confusing.
なんだバイト。シャキッとしろシャキッと。
ごめん店長。
Who are we selling to?
おめえも昨日は2階で岡部たちとどんちゃん騒ぎしてたのか？
I would never drink.
途中までね。
After that, I snuck out for Radio Kakan and I had found out that the time machine had broken.
なら寝不足ってわけじゃねえんだろ。
寝不足よりも深刻な問題を抱えててさ。
深刻な問題だ。大層な物言いじゃねえか。
店長は経験ない？もう一人の自分が見えるってやつ。しかも二人。
なんだそりゃ。新手の都市伝説か。
信じてもらえないとは思うけどさ。今見えてるんだよね。
It's new, alright. Brand new. Literally just happened. Just became an urban legend. I thought he was going to get angry again, but surprisingly he thought about it seriously.
二人のもう一人の自分か。そりゃゴースト障害みたいなもんだな。
ゴースト障害？
最近のテレビは優秀だからあんまり見なくなったけどな。昔は結構あったんだぜ。
テレビの話？
俺が話すんだ。テレビの話に決まってんだろ。
それは、そうだね。
I met her while looking around the store. I didn't really have anything else to say to that.
で、ゴースト障害って？
例えばまっすぐ飛んできた電波と山とかビルとかに反射してきた電波とを一つのアンテナで受信したとするだろ。そうすると本来の像の他に右と左にも像が映っちまうのさ。それをゴースト障害ってんだ。若いやつは見たことねえだろうな。
ピンとこない。
技術的な話をすると右左じゃなくて前後ろらしいけどな。左に映ってるのが前ゴースト、右に映ってるのが後ゴーストってわけだ。
Oh, interesting.
ゴースト障害か。
After being told, I realized that my situation seemed a little similar to the ghosting phenomenon. While it seemed a little wrong to compare what was happening in reality to a television, I didn't need to worry about the fine details. It would do for now.
ということは、ベータもオメガも私の別の世界線での可能性ってことなのかな。
Did you say that out loud to him? And he's like, yeah, I guess so, huh? I guess that does mean that. Weird. And so before and after, a ghost had appeared. In that case, calling ourselves Alpha, Beta, and Omega might not have been such a bad idea after all. Omega, who was wearing the maid outfit, was probably the before ghost. Beta, who was wearing the military gear, was the after ghost. And there was me, who was satisfied with just thinking about this puzzling situation. It is very puzzling. I don't know how this happened. Did we get another phone call, or are we just that noise? Just that noise is happening for some strange reason. The afternoon. It is. Okabe Rintaro walked up to me. Well, Okabe looked like he was trying his best to look normal. I knew he was up to something. But I greeted him as usual.
だって客来ないし。
While they weren't customers, I still had two other people with
こ
me.
の白衣の人、もしかしてオカリンおじさん？
You got it.
多分そうじゃないかな。
And it seemed they knew of Okabe Rintaro. But it seemed that they couldn't see him. That he couldn't see them. I acted if I didn't hear the other me's and continued.
それに昨日は夜中まで上で騒いでたからさ。すっごく眠たいんだよね。
夜中まで騒いでいた。誰が？
That's bad. That means we're on a different world line. Wait a second, but we're not supposed to be able to remember that, right? What? But Okabe Rintaro wasn't his usual self. For some reason, he wasn't following what I was saying.
岡部倫太郎さ、昨日お酒飲んでたっけ？酔っ払いだな。未成年なのにダメなんだぞ。
俺たちは昨日の夜、お前が父親に会えなかったので実験台となってもらうための最後の晩餐を開いた。
そうそう。昨日も君そんなこと言ってた。昨日は私のためにサンキュー。
いまいちよく覚えていないんだが、俺は一体どうやってお前を確保した？
まさか本当に昨日お酒飲んでた？
いいから聞かせてくれ。
He changed time.
私がタイムマシンオフ会から帰ろうとしたら。
ちょっと待て。タイムマシンオフ会？
うん。
それが父親が現れるかもしれないという場所だったのか。
そうだって昨日説明したじゃん。
This is a different Okabe, that's why. I'm sure I said that. That's definitely what I said. As I suspected Okabe Rintaro really was acting strange today.
それで帰ろうとしたら、
いきなり君と橋田いたる。それに椎名真由里が現れて。私はラボに連行されました。めでたしめでたし。
I guess this is the best way to, like, get information. After that, I snuck out in the middle of the night, but I would keep that a secret for now. There was a reason why I snuck out. It wasn't something that I needed to tell Okabe Rintaro.
昨日は楽しか
I
っ
was
た
saying
な。
his full name every single time.
マキセ・クリスさえいなければもっと楽しめたけどさ。あいつの作ったアップルパイ殺人的なまずさだったし。でも漆原ルカのカレーは極上だった。君たちのラボ、サークルみたいなものだっけ。ああいう場所ってさ、みんな仲が良くていつも楽しそうで。
Aw, it sounds so much fun.
あんなに心地いい時間は生まれて初めてだったよ。
Aw. That was truly how I felt. It was something that would never be considered possible in the age that I was born in. It wasn't like there weren't people I considered friends in the resistance. It was just that they were just my comrades. We were people who fought together.
バイ
Comrades.
ト選手よ。約束通り、お前には実験台になってもらうぞ。
でもさ、この前も言ったけど、私、父さんのメールアドレス知らないんだってば。
ならば実験はいずれ分かった時まで延期だ。
There we go.
ちなみに、実験に用いる電話レンジカッコ仮は、
Yes.
我がラボの最高機密事項のため、外部に情報を漏らされないよう、お前にはラボ面になってもらう。
Phone weakness will change. I remember. Such a good time. That was such a good time.
ラ
As
ボ
a
メン
throwback.
ラボラトリーメンバーの略だ。このラボ面ナンバーを与えられた人間は、すなわち、ラボの仲間となる。
いいの？
嫌でもなってもらうぞ。お前は今日から、ラボ面ナンバー008だ。
When I heard what Okabe was saying, I felt really good. I was so happy that my knees gave out. I was about to cry, so I sniffled. And after sniffling, my face changed. I could sense that I was smiling.
しょうがないからさ、実験台になってあげるよ。
まだ、帰ったりしないよな。
うん。もうちょっとだけ頑張って父さんを捜索してみる。
お前は今日からラボ面なのだ。何かあれば、俺たちも手伝おう。ちなみに、父親についての手がかりのようなものはないのか？
I was a little hesitant whether to tell him or not. After that, I stood up and faced him.
私の父さんはタイターって名乗っている。
Baruru! Daru! This was a phrase that could potentially reveal my true identity to Okabe Rintaro. The reason I had told him that was because he had said that I was one of them.
タイターって、あのタイターか？
Okabe Rintaro reacted just as I thought he would.
知ってんの？もしかしたら今は違うコードネームを使ってるかもしれないんだけど。
And then he took out his phone and showed me something.
見ろ！ジョン・タイターという人物が書き込みをしているだろう。
I stared at the screen.
これで謎は解けた！お前の父親は、アットチャンネルにいる！
Well, he is, but not as John Taida.
ああ、本当だ。
Because that's a Mane. But that lead didn't have any information about my dad. I could tell that there would be no leads from that as just a glance. Those were sentences that I was very
って
familiar with.
おい、なんだその淡白なリアクションは。
いや、この人じゃないよ。
なぜわかる？お前が今、父親はタイターと名乗っていると言ったのだぞ。
私にはわかるの。とにかくこのタイターは父さんじゃない。
It's because it's you. Well, I couldn't tell Okabe, I knew it for sure. I mean, that's because the one who was writing as John Taida was none other than
ジョン
myself.
じゃないんだよ。私の父さんが使っていた名前は。
Because I couldn't explain it directly, I tried showing Okabe some other
バ
proof.
レルタイターって言うんだ。
That's right. Daru. Okabe was hoping to get excited but had only got water thrown in his face. He walked sulkily upstairs. And that's where we're ending this part. I know you wanted to say something to me, Beta. Suzal, but you're a Beta. Get out of here. Shut up. That's where we're ending this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for some more Steins Gate. Yeah. I'm sorry that the Steins Gate have been so slow. Few and far between. But we are doing it more lately, so don't worry. It's coming for you guys. Much love, much appreciation. Thank you guys for sticking with me in this series. Keep watching, and I'll keep watching over you guys. Not in a weird way. Don't be weird about it. Love you guys. Bye.